What is going on, YouTube? It's your favorite shoe tuber, me and my kicks, and this is my top 10 shoes that I overpaid on in 2020, man. Coming up. Luckily for me, I don't have any honorable mentions because you already know how I do. I look for the steals, not trying to pay anything over retail, but there was a couple that I paid retail that I shouldn't have, or I paid a little bit over retail for. Coming in at number 10 is the Reebok Iverson Classics. I paid retail on these, and if you guys seen like the market, they dipped way down in price. I could have paid as low as $70 on these. What ended up happening though, luckily, was after I paid for the shoe, and this came out, and because I got this shoe overseas no, I didn't get the shoe overseas. I got this shoe early at first, then I dropped the review. Then when the shoe came out in retail stores, that's when I really paid out or paid up on it because they instantly dropped. So long story short, I was able to return my pair that I bought for retail, and I was able to get this pair for half off Reebok.com. So, number 10 is kind of like not an overpaid shoe, but it's kind of an L. It took a minute for me to get that W, so I had to include it in the. So coming in at number 10 is the Reebok Question Iverson Classic Edition. Coming in at number 9 is the Air Jordan 11 Jubilees. The reason that this is on this list is because I paid $25 over retail to get them. I was trying on sneakers. I tried on every online foot site, and it completely struck out on me. And what's crazy is I know a guy who does bots. I hit him up. I was like, hey man, how much you gonna charge me to get one of these? He said only $25, so I paid him the 25, and in like 10 seconds he got this shoe. I'm on Foot Locker just struggling to add the shoe to cart. He was able to add the shoe to cart, check me out within 10 seconds. So it's crazy how these bots is really killing 2020. But anyway, since I paid 25 over, gotta throw it on the list. Number 9, Jubilee 11s. Coming in at number 8 is the Ivy Park Ultra Boost. This colorway is great. I like the colors overall. It's just that the retail was $220, and then with tax in Chicago, because I got these in Chicago, it was like $250. So I mean, to pay that much for this shoe, just looking down on it, is definitely an overpay. Around StockX, I could have got these for maybe a little bit under retail. So compared to what the market is now as to what I paid for them, I overpaid for these shoes. So coming in at number 8 is the Adidas Ultra Boost Ivy Park Edition. Coming in at number 7 is the Air Jordan Bel Air 5s. I paid retail for these, but after they came out, if you would have just waited, you could have got these for a little bit under retail, probably like $20-30 under retail. And these not the best looking shoes in my opinion. They're okay, but I like the 1.0s better. And the leather on here isn't the best, but so if I could have got these for under retail, I would have been way more happy with this purchase than rather paying retail for them. So coming in at number 7 is the Air Jordan 5 Bel Air 5 2.0. Coming in at number 6 is all my LeBron 7s that I bought this year. I love LeBron 7s, best silhouette ever in my opinion. But I paid retail for every single one that I got, and these was sitting for, not in my size for a sale price, but I seen plenty of other sizes just sitting, going for way under retail, and I was trying to wait my best to get this for under retail, but I could not do it. This shoe, when this came out, I just went right on the sneakers app and grabbed it. I've seen this go for under retail, but almost every 7 that came out, except for the media days, damn near went for under retail, and I missed out on all of them, so I had to include them on this list. Even though I paid retail for them, I'm happy I paid retail. I would have loved to pay that sale price. So coming in at number 6 is all my LeBron 7s for the year. Coming in at number 5 is the Diadora / Pilates collab, the In Vino Veritas. The reason why I overpaid for this shoe is because retail on this shoe is about $220, $250 if I'm not mistaken. But then Pilates is located in Bangkok or Philippines, one of those two areas, and they had to ship it over to me, and the DHL shipping was about $70-80. So I paid over $300 for this shoe, which the quality on this shoe is definitely nice. As you can see, crazy quality on this shoe, but 3 something, I could have passed on these. I mean, but once again, this velvet on this shoe is ridiculous. One of the best quality shoes that I have gotten this year, but to pay that much for it, it's a little bit too much in my opinion. So coming in at number 5 is the Diadora / Pilates collaboration, the In Vino Veritas. Coming in at number 4 is the Reebok Question Pink Toes. I paid $230 for this, and retail was like 160, I believe, or 150. And you can get these at retail or below retail, just depending on who you talk to. And the reason, I paid over retail for these is because, I didn't trust the process. I should have just waited. I should have just chilled out. But, I let the hype get over me, and I ended up paying more than I was supposed to. So coming in at number 4 is the Reebok Question Mid Pink Toes. Coming in at number 3 is the entire Adidas Ultra Boost Collegiate Pack. For these, I paid retail on each shoe. It was like 8 shoes that came out. I got 6 of them. And for all 6, I paid retail on the shoe. So, it was a pretty big purchase. And, I should have just waited. I should have just chilled on out. Because after a while, especially on Black Friday, they was damn near giving these pairs away. Like, you could have got these for like 50% off, 30% off, etc. So, it's a couple colorways that kind of like sold better than others, like the Miami ones, the Indiana ones. But for the most part, if you'd have just waited, you could have got this for the price that you wanted. I definitely could have not paid retail for these. So coming in at number 3 is the Adidas Collegiate Ultra Boost Pack. Coming in at number 2 is the Reebok Question Low Summer Pack. I paid retail on both these shoes. These was like $120 each, so it came out to be $240. This is before I knew about the Reebok sale code that came out. Like right when these shoes dropped, it was a sale code out there where I could have got these for half off. So instead of paying $240 for 2 shoes, I could have paid $120 for 2 shoes. And you already know I missed that. I'm salty that I missed that on that, because a lot of my friends who collect these shoes, they was just like laughing at me because I did not know about the code. But after I took this L on like Reeboks, I didn't really take much L's as far as like getting my Reeboks for the cheap or for the low. After then, I was making sure I either paid under retail or I wasn't getting the shoe. So coming in at number 2 is the Reebok Question Low Summer Pack. Last but not least, coming in at number 1 is the Sneaker Room / Nike Kyrie 6 I Love Mom Pack. And the reason why these is my number 1 overpaid list is because Sneaker Room decided to overcharge what the actual retail pricing is. And the reason they did that is because they wanted to like give back to charity, or I guess they wanted to like lace their pockets a little bit more. I don't know what went on with that whole situation. But for this shoe, instead of it being $140, they charged $400 for this shoe. So that's a good like $260 over retail for this. And then for this one, I want to say they either charge $300 or they either charge $200 for this shoe. So either $60 or $160 over retail. But the entire pack, they overcharged for the pack. So as opposed to paying $140, which is what regular Kyrie 6 retail price is, they made you pay the over on it. So for all these shoes, I ended up paying what they was charging. So for like all 3 shoes, it was around like $700-800, man. And that sucks because once again, like it shouldn't have been that high, but unfortunately, Nike let Sneaker Room do what they wanted to do. So coming in at number 1 is the Sneaker Room / Nike Kyrie 6s, the I Love Mom Pack. Alright guys, that is my top 10 shoes that I overpaid in 2020. What did you guys think of the list? Hit that thumbs up if you like that video. Also comment down below what's the top 3 shoes that you overpaid for on retail this year, man. It could be anything. It could be those Jubilee 11s. It could be a Jordan. It could be a Reebok or a Nike. Whatever, man. Just whatever shoe you felt you paid way too much for in 2020. Comment that down below and we can chop it up in the comment section. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. It takes nothing but a couple seconds and you'll be notified of when I drop future videos. And lastly, peace.